It may be time for U.S. political pundits to toss out the Latino voter stereotype. Far from a monolithic bloc, this group is complicated and evolving.
But the big error that most people make is to assume that there is such a thing as the Latino vote. They vary across a wide spectrum of issues. They vary, for example, in terms of national origin. We also have to look at this in terms of social class.
This is Daniel Quintana, gay, Latino, Republican, and a father.
I supported Donald Trump.
But in 2008, Daniel voted for Barack Obama. Why that pivot?
Well, Obama at that time represented to me the need of me having the liberty of getting married with another man. And somehow I projected that agenda on him, in which he fulfilled.
Black Lives Matter protests triggered memories of unrest in his homeland, Venezuela. His main concern right now?
Law and order. I do believe that our country needs to conserve the law and the order that we have. It's what allows us to be free. I do believe that there's a socialist agenda in the Democrat side.
Ruben Sanchez is Mexican-American, and he's Daniel's husband. They've been together for 12 years.
I voted for Joseph Biden. Given the past couple months, especially with the pandemic that we've been living, and with the division that the country has seen, I feel that Biden represents that sort of start healing process for us as a country. So that's the reason why I voted for him.
For decades, politicians have believed that immigration is the most important concern for Latinos. And it is for some, but definitely not for all. Though Biden won the Latino vote at the national level, President Trump netted noteworthy gains among this largest minority bloc in America. Analysts say the Republican campaign strategy was effective.
The accusations that the Democrats were socialists, right? The accusations that they were going to burn cities down, that that they were linked to Black Lives Matter, and what Black Lives Matter wanted to burn cities down and defund the police. All of that negative campaigning, it did work.
Republicans focused intently on Florida, where Latinos clearly helped Trump win the state. Trump made a personal visit to the evangelical King Jesus Hispanic megachurch in Miami. He even met with a social media darling of the right-wing Cuban-American community, Alex Otaola. And commentators say there may be another darker reason Trump was able to appeal to more Latinos by tapping into a history of bigotry.
As immigrants, we come from intolerant societies. And many of the people who live in this community saw it okay to assume that Black Lives was, to say very racist things about Black Lives Matter, to assume that that it was okay to be anti-Semitic, right? So the George Soros accusations, right? And to say all kinds of other things that we don't accept from white audiences, right? And of course the Republicans played on that.
Some Latinos are conservative, others liberal. Some are rural migrants, others are more affluent. In this year that is redefining America, the term Latino vote may need to be retired, as there are more political differences than similarities in this ever-growing community. Nitza Soledad Perez, CGTN, Miami.